Hi guys, welcome back to Momo Beginner Sewing. Today we are making vertical ruffle dress. This is a part of A-line hack series, so stay tuned and learn this easy dress. You're watching Momo Beginner Sewings. For further tutorials, please subscribe to us and also ring this bell for further notification in your mailbox. Hi guys, welcome back to Momo Beginner Sewing. Today we are making vertical ruffle dress, which is a part of our A-line series hack. So you can download the pattern from dresscraft.com of one size in totally free. So let us start with our dress and the cutting stuff and explanation thing. So this is our pattern, and you can see that I am going a super quick in this version because I'm just cutting my back of the A-line dress, and it doesn't need any explanation right now. After cutting, I will going to explain you that what is I am up to and what you are going to have, and you already have a glimpse of it in a picture as well. So you can see that we are done with our A-line dress pattern after with using A-line dress pattern. Now this is I'm going to tell you the measurement of it. This is about 16 inch of our dress. You can see that it's a 16 inch in length. So I've extended a 1 inch just for 1 inch extension because we need some ruffles and different. And this is my chest size, and this is my shoulder size, which is about 4.5 inch. Now I am just remove my front part. Now I am cutting the underlining, or you can say the under stitch, which is going to have a buttonhole and everything on it. But you can, if you don't want to follow these steps, you can download the pattern from dresscraft.com. These all parts also include in that pattern. So but if you are having problem with the pattern, just follow the steps. I just tell you the basic measurement over here, and how you are going to cut the lining, it is also I am explaining. You just need to make a half of the dress size till chest and then cut it. You can see that I'm going to cut it now, just a little bit of vertical of it, just with having an incline of it, sorry, not vertical, just having some incline kind of thing. When we need our buttonhole or our button place holder, we will do our cut over here as well on the back side. This is our done part of our back side. This is our front piece. Now we need to place our front as well with the same logic, with the same thing. This is our front side. I'm going to place it on the inner lining thing. As you can see, it is not a deep one, so I'm going to cut my neckline according to it. Now this is my front piece pattern. As you can see, it is the same 16 inch in length, but I am taking 17 inch. Now I'm going to cut the neck according to it. You can download the pattern and just print it out and use it, and tell me your comments related to it. It is super easy. It can be downloaded and printed by Acrobat Reader very easily with any printer. Now I am just drawing mapping the pattern over the fabric. This fabric is a 2. You can see that the lining one and the main one. It is a very super simple dress which doesn't need any rocket science in it. A super quick and a simple one, but just need a simple explanation in the cutting phase because most of you guys want the measurement and the stuff, so I'm just explaining the thing. As you can see, we are now have 4 pieces, 2 main pieces, the front and the back, and 2 inner pieces, inner lining pieces, which is in half sizes. So let us start with our sewing process. These are my pieces. I have overlocked the inner lining things at the bottom. Now I'm moving all the pieces, and just remaining one is the front side and the vertical bias tape. You can see that this is our 2 ruffles, which having a gathers at the one side. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to join these ruffles from the top side, and then they will become nicely ruffled from the both side when I open it. So let me do it in a super fast way. You can see that we have joined our both the gathers fabric or ruffle one, and now what we are going to do, we are going to apply it at the center of our dress. I'm going to pin it up through via my pins, and then it will give a really vertical look. It doesn't go zigzag or kind of thing. So make sure that you did it. It's a very simple thing. You just need to be focused what you are going to do. I'm just doing it in a super fast way. So we have a really straight ruffles, up vertical one. Now this is the last one that we have done. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start sewing it. So firstly I need to sew it from the neck side, and then I'm going to attach it throughout my dress, and then the bottom part is come. So let me do it. You can see that I've just did a single seam and then take a 90-degree of my boot and then start sewing again. This is my bottom part, which is just need a single seam, and then I'm going to do a ruffle. Again we can't did a just single seam over here, because otherwise our ruffle will be just come up in a straight, or you can say in a upper side way. They didn't settle down with the fabric plainly, so that's why we need to have a double seam over here on both the ruffles. Otherwise they will just come up on the seam line, which we are going to have in a single. So that's why I have made it in a double way. So now our vertical ruffles are done. You can see they are looking very beautiful. This is also a contrast. The red and white is always looks so beautiful over here. So this is almost done part. Now what we need to do, we need to cut it down the extra stuff from the neck part. You can see that I have just drawn the proper line and just remove the excess stuff from here of my ruffles, from my ruffles. Now we need to do our lining process. Firstly I'm going to attach the lining from the front side, then I'm going to attach lining with the back side, and then we are going to attach them with each other. So this is a super fast way. I'm going to do it in a not in a super fast way. I'm going to explain you. After doing our under stitch, we have done notches and just didn't revert it back, but just stop that one. And now what I am making a button holder which has approximately 1 inch in width and 2.4 inch in length. I have just make a single seam on double fold, and now what I am doing, I'm just reverting back it from the from above point to under. You can see that I've just, this is a super technical thing, so you just need to see over it what I'm doing here. I've put a needle from one side by blocking it and just by passing it through the tunnel of the button holder. The needle is come out from the another side, and this is how you revert the little tunnel kind of button holder very easily. Now I'm just locking the top part of it, which need to join with our dress. Now you can see that this is my back part, and which I didn't sew. I am just making a notch of along 2.5 inch in width. It can be done according to you how much big you want this cut to be. Now what we need to do, we need to put that small holder on this point. Now you can see this point should have my button holder. So I need to start with my neck side. I didn't sew the shoulder. You can see that I've just put my button holder, which I have just tell you at the point which I have just tell you, and then just going to have a single seam along with it. You can do a double seam over there as well if you want, but later on we need to have a finished seam, so ultimately we have a double seam. So I didn't do any double seam over here. I've just did a single seam, and I am going to stop it at the end of my neck. You see that I didn't do it on the shoulder. Now I'm just make some notches over here. This is a small notch over here. You can see that my button holder is come up very nicely. This is something that I've achieved. Okay, I'm just making a small notches, which I have just told you. you need to make a small notches when you need to revert some circular or some curvy thing, so it didn't do a messy kind of look in the dress, in a final dress. You can see that a very nice corners are came out. This is our button holder, proper look is done. This is my front end, and now we are going to attach it. I'm just seaming the armhole of my front side, only the front side, not the back side, and just passing it through to the next armhole. You can see that my shoulders are still unstitched, means there is no seam on the shoulders. So this is a new technique that I'm telling you. Maybe you found it in my another videos. We have a series of A-line hacks dresses, so this one is a super simple one, I think so. A really simple one, a super simple one actually. So this is what I do. I'm just going to revert back my shoulders and trying to put it out. If you didn't find it very clumsy, if you find it some clumsiness over here, you can just make some small notches, so there is no messiness of the after reverting it. Now what I have did, I'm just putting it my shoulder of the back side and just reverted back the front one, and then after doing that I'm just making a notches over here. Now I am just going to do it in a second one. I'm just not making it super fast, so just make it sure. This is my front side and this is my back side. I am going to attach the back side with front side and then revert my under stitch or lining part which covers my front. So basically the front is like a sandwich between back main part and the lining one. So hope it clears your all the difficulties. You can see that I have just put the front aside and just sew the my back main part and lining part. So this only the shoulder is going to have a sandwich, otherwise the armhole is going to have just a back side main part and back side lining part going to same. Now this is a super simple step. What did I do? I've just make a sandwich of my front shoulder between back main part and back lining and just did a single seam and then put my front aside and just did a single armhole seam. So now what we are doing, we are seaming the sides. We have matched the lining to lining and main part to main part and just going to have a single seam along with it. This is the most tricky part. If you know this part, then you can seam a super simply every dress. Just you need lots of designs. So just try to play this video again and again and try to grab this step. So once you grab this step, you are going to love yourself really. Okay, I'm repeating it again. We are just matching the lining to lining from front and back and the main part of the front and back and just going to have a single seam along with it. Notch on the armhole end, so it is not become difficult for us to revert it back. And this is our revert it back, a very nice layout dress, a red one. Now what we are going to do, we need to do a simple finish seam on all the sides which I have just told you, wherever we did under stitch, and then afterwards we are going to finish our bottom part. So let me do it. This is our final dress. You can see that all the important parts we are done with it. Now what we need to do, we just need to do a bottom stitch, and I am making some super exciting thing with it. I'm going to do a ruffles along with the bottom side, so let me do it this one as well. You can see that I have did a small gathers along with the ruffle which we have applied at the center of our dress. If you don't have extra ruffles, you just fold it. You don't need to apply it at the bottom as well, or you can do it in a contrast or any other lace you can also apply. Now this is our done part. Hope you like this tutorial. This is a Aline hack, one of the Aline hack dress. So just like us, subscribe to us and comment below. Thank you. I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe to us, like this video and share this video as well. See you soon.